The political tension between Nyesom Wike and Peter Obi has once again become a major topic in Nigeria. This time, the discussion is not just about party politics, but about what leadership really means in a changing political system. Wike recently criticized Peter Obi during a media chat in Abuja, mocking him for moving from APGA to PDP and later to the Labour Party. He argued that Obi has not been able to build or stabilize any political platform he has joined. According to him, real leadership means staying inside a system and fixing its problems, not leaving when crises appear. But many Nigerians strongly disagree with this view. To them, Obi's journey is not confusion or weakness, but a reflection of principle in a system where political structures are often unstable and controlled by powerful interests. In Nigeria's political environment, parties are not always driven by ideology. Instead, they are often shaped by internal power struggles, loyalty battles, and competing interests. Because of this, expecting one person to fix a deeply divided structure is not always realistic. Supporters of Peter Obi argue that his consistency is not in party affiliation, but in message. Across every platform he has joined, his focus has remained the same: economic discipline, accountability, reduced government waste, and better governance. When critics say Obi failed to build APGA or Labour Party, his supporters respond differently. They argue that APGA already had long-standing internal issues before Obi became prominent. Labour Party also became nationally relevant only after Obi's entry transformed its visibility. In their view, Obi did not just join parties, he elevated them into national conversation. One of the strongest arguments in support of Peter Obi is the transformation of the Labour Party during the 2023 elections. Before that period, the party was not considered a major political force in Nigeria, but once Obi joined, everything changed rapidly. Millions of Nigerians, especially young people, began identifying with the party. Massive rallies were held across different states. Social media became filled with discussions, campaigns, and mobilization efforts driven by ordinary citizens, not political money. The Obidient movement became a major political force, showing rare grassroots energy in Nigerian politics. Many first-time voters became politically active for the first time in their lives. For many observers, this proves that Obi did not fail to build structures, he built something more powerful, a people-driven political movement. Another key issue in this debate is party movement. Critics often use Obi's movement across political parties as a weakness, but in reality, party switching is common in Nigerian politics. Almost every major politician has changed party affiliation at some point for strategic or political reasons. Even within the same political space, alliances shift constantly. This raises an important question: why is movement seen as failure for one politician but strategy for others? Supporters of Obi argue that this is unfair judgment. They believe his decisions are guided more by principle than ambition. His time as governor of Anambra State is often used as evidence of his discipline, where he was known for financial prudence, reduced waste, and focus on development projects. That reputation followed him into national politics. Peter Obi's 2023 presidential campaign remains one of the most influential in Nigeria's recent history. Despite lacking traditional political machinery, he built a strong grassroots movement that spread across the country. Young Nigerians especially played a major role in this movement. Many became politically active for the first time. The campaign was driven by trust, ideas, and emotional connection rather than financial incentives. Even though he did not win the election, Obi changed Nigeria's political conversation. Issues like governance, accountability, economic management, and public spending became central topics in national discussions. This lasting influence is why many Nigerians believe reducing Obi's journey to party instability misses the bigger picture. Wike's criticism reflects a traditional understanding of politics that values structure, loyalty, and internal control. While this approach is powerful, it does not fully capture the changing nature of modern political engagement. Across the world, politics is shifting toward personality-driven and idea-driven movements. Social media has also changed how political support is built. In this context, Obi's rise reflects a global shift in political behavior. His supporters argue that leadership should not only be measured by party loyalty, but also by impact, public trust, and ability to inspire citizens.
Many Nigerians especially admired the way Peter Obi built nationwide attention, despite lacking the kind of political structure and financial strength usually associated with major presidential campaigns in Nigeria. Before that election period, many people believed only the biggest traditional political parties could seriously compete for power at the national level. But Obi changed that conversation completely. He showed that public enthusiasm, youth engagement, and social media mobilization could still influence national politics in a major way. Huge crowds attended his rallies. Young people defended him passionately online. Even Nigerians living abroad became deeply involved in political discussions surrounding his campaign. That movement shocked many political observers. Of course, emotional support alone is not enough to govern a country successfully. Nigeria's problems are too serious and too complicated for symbolism alone to solve. The country needs economic reforms, job creation, better security, stable electricity, stronger institutions, improved healthcare, and quality education. Critics of Peter Obi often argue that popularity alone cannot fix Nigeria. And honestly, that criticism is fair. Any leader hoping to govern Nigeria successfully must go beyond speeches and public image. Nigerians want practical solutions and visible results. Still, many citizens believe Peter Obi at least talks honestly about the country's problems. They believe he discusses sacrifice, accountability, production, and economic discipline more consistently than many politicians who spend most of their time attacking opponents. For ordinary Nigerians facing hardship daily, these conversations matter a lot. Right now, millions of Nigerians are struggling. Food prices continue rising. Transportation costs keep increasing. Businesses are under pressure. Graduates are searching endlessly for jobs. Families are finding it harder to survive comfortably. In the middle of all these problems, citizens naturally pay attention to leaders who speak directly about their pain and frustration. This is one major reason why Peter Obi continues to resonate strongly with many Nigerians. His supporters believe he understands the suffering of ordinary people better than many politicians within the establishment. Whether everybody agrees with that perception or not, it remains politically powerful. And in politics, perception matters a lot. A politician who successfully connects emotionally with the people gains a very strong advantage. This explains why Peter Obi still commands serious loyalty despite constant criticism and political attacks. At the same time, some critics believe Obi must eventually move beyond emotional popularity and build stronger long-term political structures if he truly wants to transform Nigeria politically. That point is also important. Strong democracies are not built only around individuals. They are built around institutions, accountability, internal democracy, and strong political systems. Unfortunately, Nigeria's political environment still struggles heavily in these areas. Many political parties remain unstable. Internal crises happen regularly. Political loyalty changes quickly depending on interests and opportunities.